welcome to the Khan Academy. We are honored that you would join us. And what I hope to do is just give you a walkthrough to think about how you might want to use the site. So first of all, you might know exactly what you want to learn about. You might say, wait, I kind of wonder what a derivative is. So you can do a search right over there, and there's all sorts of exercises and videos that deal with derivatives. For example, you could go to the derivative intuition exercise, and you would see this thing right over here, which makes you think about, well, what's the slope of the tangent line at any of these points? And when you do it, you're essentially plotting the derivative. Or you might say, well, no, I actually want an explanation of what a derivative is. Maybe you've already done the derivative intuition module. And so then you might want to look at a calculus proof or look at some type of what a partial derivative might be. And you click there, and you would actually go to the video. So that's if you kind of know what you're looking for, you can go look at that video. And if you have any questions about things, you have a community here that is there to actually help answer your questions. Now, if you want to kind of go through things in a more structured way, there are other paths that you could go down. You could just say, I want to practice my skills. I want to try some problems out to see what I know and what maybe I don't know. And when you click on Practice Your Skills, you will go to the Khan Academy Knowledge Map. And you'll see this kind of very fascinating graph right over here. And as the top of the graph, these are more basic concepts. And as you go further and further down the graph, you're getting to more and more advanced topics. And you can zoom out to see kind of the bigger picture of what you're talking about. So at the top, it was more arithmetic. And as you go down, you start getting into pre-algebra and algebra and geometry and trigonometry and eventually some calculus. And there's two ways that you could experience this. Once again, you could just jump into the things that you want to practice right then and there. Or you could say, you know what, I know my arithmetic, but I'm still a little bit foggy on my percentages or my fractions. I'll jump into fractions, and I'll start off with simplifying fractions of some kind. So what fraction of the circle is shaded red? Well, this is 1/2. And as you do this, as you gain proficiency, you can keep going further and further down the knowledge map, and it will guide you further and further down the knowledge map so that you can understand what you might know or what you might not know. And one thing that we are trying to do is and obviously we have videos on all sorts of topics, we're trying to start to merge the videos and the exercise experience. And you're going to see a lot more in that direction over the next few months. So you might, for example, be watching a video on variables and expressions, and then after you watch that video on variables and expressions, the very next thing that you can do is an exercise where you are evaluating an expression, and we can keep track of how well you understand it or what you might actually need help on. And I've already touched on this idea that throughout this, there's a community of learners. There's over 5 million people using the Khan Academy site, and that number is growing. Maybe by the time you watch this video, that number is a lot larger. But they're there to help you. And so we encourage you, below any video, you will see the discussions there, and people are very good at answering each other's discussions, and you can get badges and whatever else for doing helpful answers. And you can even go to in any topic, you can go to community questions, and you will actually see all of the questions that are coming out in the community there. And that's actually a question that I answered with a little bit of a video. Now, one other thing that we've launched very recently that we're very proud of is the computer science. And click right over here, Explore Computer Science. And this is really to allow you to create animations, create drawings, but also learn many of the basics of computer science. So if you go into any of these, I encourage you to watch this video, but you can go into any of these projects. You can see some existing code that someone had already worked on, and there's also oftentimes there's a video here or something that might explain it, but then you can change it, you can save it, and you can make it your own in some way, or you could click on New Program and start your own programs. And I really encourage you to explore it. It's a fun way to learn computer science. And one of the motivations for logging into Khan Academy, and all of this is free and we're not for profit, and it's really core to our being that we take your data very, very seriously and we take your privacy very, very seriously, is that we can keep track of what you have done. You can share it with your friends if you choose to. You have your badges that you can share with folks if you want to, your computer science projects, and it allows us to be a bit of a virtual tutor and say, well, you might find this interesting next, or you might find that interesting. The last thing I want to talk about, many of the people using Khan Academy, several thousand teachers, actually over 10,000 teachers are using Khan Academy, many parents use Khan Academy, is our teacher toolkit. And it's called a teacher toolkit, but a lot of the information here is also useful for students and parents or coaches or tutors if you want to use the Khan Academy with some students that you know. And here we go into detail about how can you access the Khan Academy dashboards, what are different use cases, how has it been used in different classrooms, and what has been the impact of how it's been used in different classrooms. We're working with a ton of educators and researchers of different kinds to really explore how Khan Academy might be able to be used as a tool. So anyway, I hope you enjoy that, and let us know if there's anything we can do for you here at the Khan Academy, and or ask someone else in the community, and hopefully you'll get the help you need.